Yes, I do worry about bleaching the fibers. I'm going to arrange the fibers so they're not by the windows. The sunshine, but I'm worried a little bit about how hot it's going to get in here. I'm going to pull up my drum carder. It won't fade. I mean, like, it won't fade like if you had a shirt out in the sun, but it will make them brittle. And some natural fibers, synthetic stuff, it would definitely fade it. I think. Trying to set this up so that I can chat too. It's scary. It's such a beautiful day here. I mean, I don't know how warm it is, but I went to Waco this morning, and I really didn't even need a coat. That's pretty scary, really. I mean, we're in Idaho. So this is what is this? I think this is fiber that I won this year for the Tour de Fleece. I think Brandel gave me this, I'm pretty sure. And I believe it's a merino blend. And then this I know I got from Paradise Fiber, and it is a merino blend, and it is just gorgeous. And I'm going to, my goal is going to be to blend these up and get this done so it's not sitting out. Because my room is starting to get to me. It's a mess. I mean, every single horizontal surface is covered. It says we have 18 people. Where are you? So this is my drum carder. Can you see it? Let me see if you can see it. How's that? Is that better? Can you hear me okay with all the heaters going? Where's everybody from? Are you crafting people? Fiber art people? I don't have my keyboard hooked up to Bluetooth. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I've tried this a few times and it failed. Oh, great. Thanks, Amy. Nine degrees? Oh, Lord. Well, that's about where we should be. Are you safe and sound, or in the middle of any of the riots? And they've I have gone in and out of the news, but I haven't seen a lot of crowds and protests and stuff. Are they still prevalent, or is it kind of, is everybody feeling a little bit better. Nine degrees. Wow. I think we're 40 or so, and it's supposed to warm up. The deer don't know what to do. They're just wandering around. Usually when it snows heavy, they come down from the mountain behind our house, but they're like coming down and eating the neighbor's apples, and then they go back up in the hills because there's no snow. I was watching, Amy, I was watching a gal, I don't know how she came up on my feed, but she was doing some kind of a neighborhood thing where she was telling the neighbors that it was safe to come out, or that kind of where they were. I don't know who she was and how she did that, but I wonder if people have like neighborhood Facebook groups, or they're chatting among themselves or something to kind of keep everybody abreast of what's going on. We have ice here. I'm in Idaho, and we are just witnessing some of the unmarked trucks. Doug and I saw them pull somebody over. It was actually a commercial, I want to say it was a plumbing truck, I can't remember, but the gentleman that was driving was dark skinned, and two unmarked trucks were following him, and then they turned their lights on and pulled him over. We didn't see what happened. So we know they're here, and we knew it was going to be inevitable because Idaho is agriculture, What are you doing today, Amy? Are you crafting? Are you making something fun? I made the most gorgeous rolls for our dinner tonight. Oh my gosh, they turned out so good. One of the guys that's coming to our dinner party tonight is allergic to garlic. So I made two separate sets of rolls. I made regular honey butter rolls. Oh man, I think they're the best I've ever made. And then I made some pesto rolls. When the dough was done, are you making cool cards? So when the dough was done proofing for the first time, I took a great big tablespoon of pesto and plopped it in the middle of the dough, and then just kneaded it in, and then I put it into proof, made it into rolls, and put it in the dish it's going to bake in, and then baked it off. Gosh, the whole house just smells so good. Yeah, you make great cards, Evie. Silk. This is silk. It's probably going to be tough to deal with because I've got all these heaters going. I'm going to try. And it just makes everything so staticky. Hey, Robin! today. I admire your stick-to-itiveness cleaning up your clutter. I'm kind of proud of myself. I've gone through my kitchen cabinets, wiped them all down, combined containers, thrown away expired stuff. And then I went through one great big closet. That was a job. And I went through my linen closet. That was a big job. I don't know why, but I love linen of all kinds. Doilies, cloth napkins that I never get out, all kinds of pillowcases. Why? I donated a bunch of them. There's just no reason to have 14 pillowcases. What are you going to do with all that? Where's Angela? I don't see her. When I use my drum carder, some people don't do this, but this is what I do because it just makes sense. The teeth are going that way. These are going that way. So I put it on here so they're both, so that it doesn't catch. If I put them this way, it'll grab. I put it this way so all it's doing is just pushing it down. It's not actually grabbing it because I don't want to bend the tines on my drum carder. But I know some people who do it the other way. Ooh, that just scares me. I don't know what brother actually says about that, but I don't want to bend my tines. I'm kind of excited. Doug said he might be able to hook me up with a motor. Whoa, ha, ha. Angela, you talking to me? Are you talking to me? This is my drum carder, and I have these fibers. This is merino wool I got from Paradise Fiber, and I don't want to spin it just like this. I want to make, I'm making this. I'm blending it. I'm just basically tying up loose ends because I have stuff piled everywhere, and I really don't like the fiber, all my fiber being out, because if I did a moth in here that laid eggs, it would ruin all the fiber. Moths are like a fiber artist's nemesis. This is I think this is a merino blend also. Thanks, Amy. Well, Robin, that has happened. Have I told you guys about the story about the motorcycle he built for me? Yeah, when we had the farm, he had this it was like where they stored the wood and stuff, and he converted it into a little shop. It had a dirt floor. Him and Mandy eventually did lay cement in there, but he heated it with wood and coal, and it leaked, and it was very modest shop. But he said he'd build me a motorcycle. So I said, all right, if you build me a motorcycle, I'll go take the motorcycle class. So I did it. I went and took the motorcycle class, and I passed, which I was surprised, but I did. So he's building me this motorcycle, and he builds them like from a straight piece of pipe. He cuts it, bends it, does all that. So he gets the frame about done, and I went out there and I looked at it. I'm like, babe, that is big. No, it's not. It won't be this big when I get it done. Oh, are you sure? That looks really big. That looks like a chopper. No, it'll be fine. It'll be okay. Okay, all right. So weeks go by. He gets the frame all done, and I can't remember what the motor was. I think it was a shovel head that he had that he put in there. And so he starts making stuff for it. And I go out there, and the front end is at an angle such that I can see where the tire is going to be. And like, Doug, this is going to be too big for me. Nope, nope, I don't think so. You'll just have to get used to it. It'll be okay. It's not too big. I said, I wanted just a little put around town motorcycle. It's going to be okay. Okay. Well, he made the oil pan. He made the seat. He made, I think he even made the handlebars. I mean, he made everything, you know, to go with his motorcycle. And he gets it all done. It's got ape hangers like this, up here like this. The front end is stretched. It's got this great big motor, great big seat. I'm like, you're kidding, right? God, was it cute. So cute. I couldn't ride it. I was too afraid of it. It's too big. The motor was too big, I thought. We ended up selling it. But, yeah, that's been a chuckle. It was a beautiful bike. It was really cute. Really cute. Yeah, I was going to paint the tie-dye. Yes, he always means well. What are you doing today, Angela? How's Libby? Gosh, I couldn't get her name out of my mouth. Our dogs, when we had the farm, they would get into everything. Skunks, carcasses, whatever. And the vet told us, even if they recover, you should still put them on antibiotics. I don't know if Libby needs antibiotics, but yeah, he told us that the birds and crap squirrels and whatever, you should still give them a round of antibiotics because they carry parasites and worms and all that stuff. So I hope she gets well. Who's saying that? Oh, Libby's good. Oh, great. Oh, sometimes our dogs would get into who knows what. And Cooper would just come in and, oh, he would just stink so bad. Rolling in something dead. Oh, God. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these three things I'm doing. The white, I want it to primarily be white because that's what I have most of. And then I'll put that powder blue, a little bit, probably half as much of the white, and then half of the blue amount I'll put the silk. Because it's got that sparkle and it's got blue. Look at this silk, y'all. Is that gorgeous? I can't read. Let me read what Angela said. I'm being Robin today. Decluttering the studio. I'm being ruthless. Yes, she got a wormy man. Oh, good. Yeah, it's hard to go through your cupboards and closets and stuff and say, You know, I haven't used this in 10 years. Yeah, it was my grandmother's. I had my grandma's, those doilies that you put on the arms of the chairs, and then there's one for the back. I had all those. I'll never use them. I am never going to put them on my chairs. You know, that era is gone. My kids don't want them. So they went to Goodwill. It does seem a little, you know, it's a little stressful to see them go, but I've had them for 58 years or so. I'll never use them. Now in the 70s, I had all that stuff out. Quilts, doilies, everything, every plant had a doily. Ugly fabric shoulder pads. Hey, now those might come back. And Dickies. Who thought Dickies were going to come back? But they're kind of back. Have you noticed that? What else do you guys have in your dark, deep closets that you probably should get rid of because nobody's going to want them? Let's see, what do I have? Well, linen is a biggie because my hall closet was full. You couldn't put a piece of paper in there. And now I have empty space and a lot of it. I just said it's gone. We don't need more than 2 changes of linen for every bed. I used to have flannel, white, floral, colored, spring, fall. I don't need it all. But I'm not parting with my comforters. I have different comforters, and I love them all. Where's Tracy? Hey, Tracy. Good morning. I don't want that same cabinet you have, but I want like something like it. I want something right there at the end of my cupboards to put my bread maker, my big slow cooker, my roasting pan, and the things that I use a lot that they're just not easy to get to. The fryer, the air fryer. Okay, I'm going to put just a little more silk on here, and then we're going to take it off. You guys can see what I did. Oh, blankets. Yeah, I just have tons of blankets. But in my defense, we furnished the motorhome and the RV with them. So I don't feel so bad about that. I'm keeping them. I didn't give away any blankets. Because we're still talking about a motorhome or a van or something. And good blankets are hard to come by. I can't handle these cheap blankets that feel like polyester. So our friends, they're hosting a dinner tonight for our anniversary. Hard to believe we've been married 39 years. We've been together longer than that. We chuckled and reminisced about the early days this morning. Oh, some of the stuff. When we got together 43 years ago, I knew Doug. It wasn't like we just met. And I didn't see the big deal about him for a while. But when we got together, I thought he was pert cute. And now I got that silk on there, but I don't want it to be on the outside of the bat. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this powder blue, just a little, just to hold it in the bat. Anyway, Doug was still, how should we say, sowing his oats. He was living on his motorcycle. Yeah, he was pretty cute. Those were the days. We just don't know how fast they're gonna fly by. Josh is out there wandering around. I don't know if I could get her to come in or not. I'm gonna try. Hey sis, you wanna come in? You wanna come in? She says nope. I don't wanna be in there. Oh, Tracy had a big crush on Doug. Oh yeah. And at that time, I didn't see what everybody saw in him. There was a lot of girls that thought he was pretty cute. He had a real baby face. And he was pretty hardcore. Tracy thought he was pretty cute. I said, go for it, girl. And she did. You never stood a chance. Oh, I don't think that's totally true. I do think it's funny, though, that I didn't see what everybody else saw at first. Okay, now I'm going to get my fancy tool. This is just a screwdriver that Doug ground down for me. And on this drum carter, there's space, a little gap. Right here with its solid steel, and I'm just going to poke this in here and lift it up. Yeah, back in the 80s, it was nothing to have a friend of yours date somebody that you used to date. I watch Murder ID and all these women, they get all freaked out. Who cares? Yeah, I was with somebody else. When Tracy had a crush on Doug, I was with somebody else. it all worked out. But I had a girlfriend that wanted to be with the guy I was with then. When I fell for bikers and got into bikers, there's just, you just don't go back. At least I didn't. Okay, so now I'm going to pull this off. The opposite way it went on. I'm making a bat, that's what it's called. Some people call it a cake, I think. Hard to believe this used to be, every bit of this used to be on an animal or a worm. Okay. There it is. What do you think? Is that gorgeous? That is gorgeous. See, I think I'll do it the other way. Like that. There. Yeah, I love the brown in there. Yeah, this silk is, I don't remember where I got it, but I think I got it on Etsy if I remember correctly. I don't know. It all starts to blend together after intended. Tracy, you missed my story about my rolls. Did you hear what I made? Are there any fiber people here? I made pesto rolls. I made some just regular honey and butter rolls, but one of the guys is allergic to garlic. So I made those for anybody that doesn't want garlic or basil. But then I made some, the rest, I split the dough in half. And with the other half, I put, when it got done proofing the first time, I put a great big dollop of pesto in there and kneaded it in. Oh man, I gotta turn some heat down, guys. I'm working up a sweat. Whew. What are you doing, Tracy? Does Ivor have a day off? Today's Friday. I can't remember what his schedule is. Oh, your floors are done. Oh, cool. Whoops. Yeah, I'm hoping that Doug can put a motor on this. I understand it's easy. You just take this off. I always say that to him. It's easy. I saw a video. It's easy. This guy did it in 30 minutes. You just take this off, and then you have your motor sitting here in a case with an on-off, or you might have a variable speed or whatever, and you just hook it to this. I showed him one, and he goes, yeah, I could probably do that. The drum carters that have motors are pretty spendy. And this was already pretty spendy. No, I didn't hear sad news. We did get sad news this week. Rusty died. What happened? I heard that Don Lemon got arrested. I saw all that, but I did not see why, what he was doing. It was, I know that they were at a church. I don't know. I didn't watch it all. I was busy making the best rolls in the world. Oh. Oh. Well, that's sad. Is it Catherine O'Hare or Katharine Hepburn? I don't know if I know who Catherine O'Hare is, but I love Katharine Hepburn. Can you believe that guy from the Rolling Stones, what's his name? Yeah, he died. Oh! Wow. How old was she? That's not very old. Hmm. No, not Ron Wood. No, not Mick Jagger. Oh. The guy that's supposed to outlive us all. Yes. Yes. Keith Richards. Yeah. He died. We had a friend pass away this week. He went in for gallbladder surgery. And they sent him home same day surgery, which I just hate that. And he wasn't home long at all. Just a little while and he died. Oh. What? 82. Keith Richards is alive. He didn't die? Well, good. I wondered why that wasn't all over the news. I heard it on the news. I heard it on, well, I heard it on my computer in a, you know, a little thing that pops, you know, that pops up. Well, I'm glad I didn't blast it all over Facebook if it was wrong. Yeah, he's gonna outlive us all. They're gonna find his remains along with dinosaurs. Yeah, 82. Did you that Tanya Tucker's going back on the road for a final tour? We saw Cher in Las Vegas, and she is pretty remarkable. Yeah, it is hard to believe he's 82. But look at, oh, the Queen of the Thigh Master. What's her name? I think she's over 80. Okay, I'm gonna put a little glue in there, and we're gonna call this done. What's your secret, Amy? Suzanne Summers. Oh yeah, she died. That's right. It's not her. It's the gal that went to Vietnam, and she's always been a political activist. And see, this is why I don't gossip very much, guys, because I can't keep my facts straight. I only hear half the story. I'm a terrible gossip. If you hear it from me, there's chances that it might not be true. Really, Tracy? Well, when you got all that money, you know, you can do all kinds of stuff to try to live longer. I think I'm just going to put all this on here and be done. Loretta Swift. No. What was her name? She looks great. She's talking about Minneapolis and stuff now. She's always stood up for women. She went to Vietnam and fought against the Vietnam War. She got a lot of backlash for that. I was thinking she had an exercise thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Yoga or... But I know it's not, I'm not... Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda? Is that who I'm thinking of? Yeah, she looks great. start doing this, folks. This just packs it down. I've still got some room. I'm going to put all this on here. Hello, night. What does that mean, Robin? Explain yourself. They used to say money doesn't make happiness. That's what the statistics showed. That isn't what they want. Because money does help relieve a lot of the pressure and the stress that are normal as you grow. You know, when you have to work for a living and you have children and you have health issues. Money absolutely does. Who's in the chat? Who? Who is it? Tracy, who is it? Oh, hello, Night. So there's somebody named Night? This is my hair braided around artificial dreadlocks. My hair is about, it's not super long, it's about to here, which is short for me. It was on the ground. So it's real fake. It's my real hair braided around dreadlocks, artificial dreadlocks. Night Canine. What dogs do you have? Don't tell me you raise Rottweilers. They're my favorite. Okay, we've got all the white is gone. And now this is all I have left of the blue. I'm not going to be able to use all that silk. We're just going to put the blue on here and call it good. Night, are you still there? This is working out okay. Is it working out okay with you guys? Can you see and hear stuff? I love hanging out in the studio. Doug thinks I'm crazy. I told him he went to the dump and took a bunch of branches and leaves and stuff. And I said, when you're collecting up all those dead branches and everything, save them for me because I want to put them all around the porch on the studio. He goes, no way. They're just going to drop leaves and make a big mess. I said, no, I want the dead ones that don't have any leaves, that just have the branches and stuff. He said, what are you going to do with it? I said, I'm going to make an arbor. I'm going to cover part of the sides of the porch or the studio, and then I'm going to make an arbor, and I'm going to hang bells that I'm going to ask you to make for me, and other trinkets, and dried oranges dipped in peanut butter for the birds, and I'm going to have hummingbird feeders He just shakes his head and rolls his eyes and says, okay, whatever, I'll save them for you. Don't you guys think that would be cool? I don't want to close in the whole porch, but I do want to close in that end and half of it. I'm not really closing in. I just want to make just a decorative barrier thing. Hey, Christina. How are you? Bye, Robin. Christina, what are you doing today? Are you having fun? Are you crafting? Are you scrapbooking? What are you doing? I'm out in the fiber studio I'm getting this last bit of this blue and white, and I think it's the color of the ocean on my drum carder so I can get it spun up. Just in time, because it's starting to not stick to my drum, and that says it's done. It can't hold anymore. Well, I hope this is fun for you, Christina. You're working from home. What are you doing? Maybe you can't say. Okay, I'm going to take it off. Well, it's full. It's way full. I've been spinning some of this, and oh my gosh, it makes gorgeous yarn. I'm not going to go down to the coffee house tomorrow. We are still trying to avoid big crowds. That's why we're doing this dinner with friends for our anniversary. If I was friendlier with my diz, I could diz this all off into a roving. But I've tried it a few times, and I am not a pro, and I don't want to waste the fiber. Okay. one's a little different. It's got a little more little blue on the back side and white on this side. And it's got the brown and gold in between. Pretty cute. That is gorgeous. Pretty. Let's put them both together and see what we got. Yeah, they're pretty. It's gorgeous fiber. Okay, so let me show you my room, guys. It really is a wreck. See that table? Can you see it? It's full. There. I did use my welding gloves that Doug got me. And powder. So, Doug brought me out this new brush. See if I can just brush it off. Oh yeah, that's gonna work great. Okay, guys. Let me move you back. Oh, I want to show you what I did. Can you see that big pile? Can you, where are you? This, can you see this? This is what I did on the picker. And it's gonna go in that yarn. And I think that will fill this bobbin. Supposedly this holds 2.5 pounds or 2.4, something like that. 2 pounds-ish. And what I'm thinking is I've got some scrap yarn that's lumpy and bumpy, and I think I will add it as I'm weaving. I don't want to spin it in because it'll get overspun, but I've got this too. It smells so good. Okay, guys. Let me check the chat and see what everybody's talking about. Oh, thank you, Angela. You gotta quit buying, Angela. You gotta quit buying all those linens. Just buy paper. Yeah, it is pretty fun. I see there's 6 people in chat, but I don't see them. But I'm gonna close. I've got to go get ready for this party. And I really do need to clean up this room because it's a wreck. I need the fiber that I showed you guys last week away. That merino that's over there, I gotta put all that away so it doesn't get bugs in it. And the whole place is really a wreck. So I really do appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out with me in the. I hope you guys are fun today. Planning something fun for tomorrow. Let's all take care of each other. For real. Bye, guys.